Hi, this is Jen. In today's Tech Tuesday, we're going to go over how to start up your website. Let's see. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And when you get to command, to your dashboard, the way that you get to your websites is down here at the very bottom. It's the consumer applet right here. And so the way that you find to see what your, give me a second. Okay. To see what your website name is like when you click on this applet, the consumer applet down here, you click right here is your website name. Now you can change it, and I'll let you see, like, this is what your website looks like. You can upload your, you'll have the logo, your office logo here. You have your team logo if you have the team, and you can have the choice of over here, you can add additional icon or additional pages. And at the bottom, you can change, or actually you can change these pictures, and you can have featured listings and so forth. And your information is there at the bottom. So the first thing you want to do is like to configure your website. You first want, I'll show you, like, under the site and app settings here, this little link right here, you click on that, and here's the general. Under the general, this Find Your Dream Home is set here. You can change that to however you want. And what it is, it's like right here is what do you want this to say? So if you want to say, if you want to feature your location, like if you want to say something about Columbus or Dublin or Indiana or Ohio, or just kind of leave it as generic as you want, but you can feature whatever that you want to say there. There are 5 pictures. This is the only stock one that is. I've went in and I've added my own pictures. These 2 are different pictures of past listings that I had that I thought they were pretty cool pictures. And this is my team, and then this is like a picture of one of my chairs in my office. But
I have to be after the ALC meeting. So let's touch base then.
So what we do, which in order for you to change any of these pictures, you would have to delete one of these first. You can only have 5 pictures at one time, but once you delete it, you can click here that says upload would be available, and that way that you can change any of these pictures that you want. If you scroll down, this is something new these past just a few weeks, that you can control how many times somebody looks at your website. I have it under the unrestricted, so my clients, or not clients, but people can go as many times as they want to go into my website. But I can control, like, that they can only see 10 properties or just 2 properties or 0. They can search, but they won't be able to view any properties without registering. So if you want to control or to see, and anytime anybody registers, and their name, they had to put in their name and their email, and it automatically goes in as a contact. So there is advantages of, if you want to do like 10 properties, of somebody to go look in there before they'll be asked to register to see any more. So I've kept mine as unrestricted because I didn't want somebody just to be turned away because of that. But there's a big advantage of doing it the other way. Does anybody see the advantage or disadvantages of any of these?
Yeah, I guess I can see both sides, really.
But it's cool that you have that control, because like I said, anytime somebody registers, it automatically goes in, their contact information automatically goes into your command, and you can see every single property that they see once they register.
I think it's interesting that it's for properties, so it doesn't control how many pages or how long they can be on the page. It's only if they're searching properties.
Correct.
So that's valuable because you would want them to be able to get to other information about your team or do their research on you as a person or team
True.
and not cut them down before they.
Very true. Now down here it says a visitor can search, but will not be able to view any properties without registering. So you can have it done that way too. So I've kept mine as unrestricted right now, but you may want to play around with it if you want, because that's a way to capture people. And you can also set up like a virtual tours here. I don't have any current ones, so, but if you have any virtual tours, you can do that. So that's all under the general tab here. Under the URL tab this is where you can change your subdomain that you can change. So anytime that you make a change, you click here that says save changes, and it will tell you whether or not it is available or not. I'm part of the MVP team, so I've included MVP in here. But at the very end, .kw.com will be at the end of everybody's. This app URL you cannot change, but this will be linked to the app that's connected with your site. So if you click here, copy, you can add this URL to your signature line in your emails. You can add it, you can put it on Facebook, you can send it as a text. There's many ways that you can do with this, but you have your own personal URL here. Under the featured listings that you can see, like at the bottom of my page here, I have our listings located here. So you can add selected listings here. So when you click on select listings, it automatically comes up to only my listings, and then you can pick and choose which ones that you want to select. If you can choose other. So I can put in a particular property address and I can look and you see, I can feature anybody's listings on my website. So if there's like a really nice one that you know that somebody in your office has, if you don't have any listings at all, that is one way to do it. Now, once they become pending, this one right here on Riva Ridge is pending. And so is Sears, but I'm able to select it while it was still active. But once they are pending, I don't believe that they're an option to select. And that is based off of the MLS. But once you have it, you're able to select it. So you want to select it before it goes pending. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So, and as you can see, I don't think that there's a limit of how many listings that you could put in there. And I will tell you, once it closes, it'll still stay there until you click on delete. So you'll have to go back in and manage those. Under the theme tab, you can choose, do you want to do like the red theme or the black theme? And to be honest with you, I don't know of a difference or to see where there's a red team, black. There might be somewhere, but it must be the KW. But there's something, I mean, it shows this other stuff, but I haven't noticed any differences at all. And then the last tab over here is the agent site pages. And these are the pages right here that when you go to your, there are these right here. So in next week's class or Tech Tuesday, I'm going to show you how to create some of these, like this mortgage calculator is a pretty cool calculator that you can set up. And there's also, I'm going to show you how to do the school ratings and reports, how to set this one up. But that's next week at 2:00. But as far as this goes, one thing that you can do is, I mean, you can add different pages, but you can move however that you want them to move. And you can there's several things that you can change. And just let you know, if you want to go through my website just to see how all of mine are done, again, is jennifervickersmvp.kw.com, that you can go through and you can look and see how some of these that I have done. In 2 weeks, I'm going to show you how to create, when I say the flip book, how to create something like this as a flip book on your website. Or you can use it any way that you want to, but this is what I'm going to show you in 2 weeks. The first steps when you're getting started is right here where it says Learn More with Kelly Guides. You'll want to click here, and you want to, and this is how you can set it up. So under the agent site, and you click here that says Continue. It takes you step by step on how to do it. So you click here that says Get Started, and then you acknowledge all that it says. And so here is another place where you can change your subdomain. You go down here where it says marketing profile, and you'll add your information in here. Most of this will already be in here, but in case it's not, you need to put here, this team or business name is actually what goes right here. So I see a lot of them that will say like Joe, yours may say Joe Peterson at KW Consultants. So this right here is going to be very long for you, this pull down. So you can leave it as your name if you want, or you can have something else. But your team name and all stuff will go in many different places. I think that you can see right here, it says MVP team. So if you don't want it, you have to have something here. But just play around with that of what you want it to say. But here are all of the phone numbers stuff. They automatically do a biography for you when you get set up through Scott Leroy Marketing. You can go through here and you can change what's in here. And there's your license number. This compliance and legal footer, I've seen this several places before, so I put this in here. Each office is independently operated, but you can. It's not required because you can see some of these have asterisks. So I don't have to put in my agent license number, but if you want to put it in there, you can in here. But these two little things are not required yet. Let me continue on. This right here, so if you want to upload the realtor logo or the fair housing logo, if you want to add any of those in here, you can upload your profile picture, you upload your company logo, and also if you have your own logo, you can upload that here. So when you click on Save and Continue, it's going to ask you, do you want the red theme or dark theme? Again, I know that right here, if I click on the dark, this changes, but I don't know if anything else really changes. Because you see nothing else really changes in here other than that KW. But again, you can change here where you want to call right here. And anything that you change here is going to show up over here. So you can play around of how you want to do that. Here's also another place where you can add in those different pictures. And I'll tell you that Keller Williams has done extensive studies on what consumers want. And I know that some agents say, I want my information up here and all, and consumers really don't care, to be honest with you. They just want to go search for homes. I mean, if you go to Zillow or Realtor.com or any of those, you're going to see that there's basics that they want to start searching. That's what they want to do. So to get around it, this is how we've incorporated our pictures in here somehow to make it more personable. So I'm going to click here that says Save and Continue. And as you go through this company profile picture or page, if you want to have the company profile, I don't have it on mine. But if you want to include it, I skipped on mine. But here you can put in all this information. You can add pictures, and here's the content. So like Title 1, you can have a picture, a Title 2, a picture, footer, headline. Again, I don't have this on mine. So you can upload your pictures here and all. Let's skip. The About Me. Again, you can go here and like it's going to go like company profile, about me, wherever that you want it in there. The search engine optimization, I can change instead of saying about me, I can change this. You have to have the slug. So about me, everyone has a slug afterwards. So, and the slug is, you can see up here, it'll say Jennifer Vickers MVP .kw.com/about me, so that it goes straight to that page. The home description, you can, or SEO description, you can add in different things, and this SEO is it's an optimization to getting an optimization into getting people coming to your website. So if you have it, you can add in all stuff. You can add in your name here. You can add in all sorts of things, and it will bring you to this page. And again, the content in here, it's the bio that is on the first page, so that you can see, you can change it here also. Part of it, you can see like I have a space in between these paragraphs, but you can see that there's no space right here. So I don't know if there's any way around doing that, but that's, there might be on when you're creating the pages, but I will find that definitely more for next week. And so you just continue like following through this information step by step, look at the contents. And then once you're done, you're done. Any questions of anything that I've gone over today? And it usually takes a few minutes. I mean, you could go ahead and like click on here on yours, and if you made changes and stuff, it usually takes maybe just a few minutes, and you can refresh your page, and it will show you like the changes that you've made. With the website itself, you can click here. So if I want to do like current location, and this is what your consumers will see. You can see like you can see these blue areas are neighborhoods that have been performed like through different through HomeSnap, Open Door is where these are from. They're also over here where you can see, like if you highlight over it, you can see where they are. You can see the properties that are for sale in those areas that's currently on here. If I want to move over, let's say if I want to move the map, you can see it automatically adjusts as it goes. So if I want to see like what property is here, I can click on here, and it has it already up here. If I want to explore the neighborhood, you can automatically see how many days on the market, the average home price, and the square foot per home. And if I click on search neighborhood, and from what I'm told, the plan is that this is going to be replacing probably the monthly neighborhood nurture view. So the consumers are going to see something more like this, where it's more of a breakdown looking like this instead of what they're receiving now. And some pretty cool features is like right here, you can see like here's this neighborhood, but you can see the places that you can eat really close by. You can see, so like It's kind of, and I don't know if they're pulling from Yelp. There's Yelp reviews right here. And you can see other nearby. Now, it's kind of funny that the way that the neighborhoods are named are based off of what somebody puts in there. So somebody just put near train tracks. That's not the name of a neighborhood, but that's what somebody put in there. There's one here in Richmond that somebody named Mine, M-I-N-E, like, which is kind of crazy. So what questions do you have in setting up the websites? Because I'm going to go more in depth in the next few weeks on setting up different pages and kind of doing more personalization.
Jen, do most people who have a team, do they just use the team website?
Some do, yes. They just feature the one because websites are all personable. And that way, and the reason why it is like when somebody logs into my website, I get assigned to them for them coming onto my website. But you can have a team one and have everything directed to them. And then you can use like a lead generation or lead routing to separate them out to the team.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Joe, did you have another question?
I don't think I have any questions. I just need to jump in and kind of play with it, and I'm sure I will come up with a few.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to keep these Tech Tuesdays a little bit shorter if I can, so that easy, somebody just pop in, pop out, and knowing that if it's only going to be we may go an hour sometimes depending on the subject, but the fact that I'll try to keep them like at a half an hour so that people can just pop in and out and get more participation that way.
Yep, I like it.
Okay, well, let me go ahead and stop this recording. Let's see.